So when I bought the Echo Show 15 about a month ago, I was convinced it was just a large screen, but over the past month, since I started using it, I've learned quite a bit. So let me share with you some things that I really like about this and some things that I really don't. The first thing that I noticed about the Echo Show 15 was its price. Compared to any other smart home device out there, this one had a hefty price on it. But let's look at the physical interactivity of it, and then let's look at some of the features associated with it. Right off the bat, you can see that this device features a 15-inch screen. Now this 15-inch screen has a full HD resolution, which is 1920 into 1080p, which is a really big thing because it has Fire TV incorporated into it. So if you have a remote like this, you can easily browse through. But keep in mind, you don't just need a remote. You can also use your phone with the Fire TV app to navigate the app on this device. Alright, now that I have the screen off the monitor stand, let me show you how big this thing actually is when it's put up right next to me. A 15-inch screen is a pretty big screen, and when you rotate this, you can see how it rotates and it'll automatically reorient itself. There you go. It reorients itself according to what orientation it's in. So that's pretty easy to do, and the device detects that. You can see camera block feature, then you can also see volume up and down, and then you can also see the do not disturb feature that you have available in this. Now, just to give you a quick glimpse at the quality and the build finish, you can see that it has a pretty good finish to it. It is a pretty solid build, and it really does feel solid in your hands. So one of the great things about the Show 15 is that with the larger display, you have the ability to add widgets just like you would on your screen on your phone. It has the same ability, but from a personal productivity point of view, one thing that I've loved about this device is you can tie your calendar, whether it be your Google Calendar, your iOS calendar, or any other calendar for that matter, and it integrates right here. So when you wake up in the morning and you look at it, you know exactly what you need to do during the day. Then it has little sticky notes and reminders that you can also put onto it. Alexa, add a sticky note reminding me to pick up milk from the grocery store.
Okay, I've saved your sticky.
So you can see it saved its sticky right there on the screen. Now you have access to it. Now, if I want to do the same thing with the calendar, I can be like, hey, Alexa, add to the calendar for today, pick up milk at 7 p.m.
Okay, I've added that.
Now you can see as soon as it adds it, it shows it to you right there on the screen.
It can also help you find free time on your calendar and reschedule events.
Okay, it wants to tell me more stuff. Now, if you're a person that really likes to categorize their stuff according to a to-do list, you can easily add to the to-do list. All you have to say is, Alexa, add to my to-do list to pick up milk.
I've put to pick up milk on your to-do list.
There we go. With a simple command, it's been put on your calendar, your to-do list, and then also on a sticky note. So say you have the remote and you press the home button on it, what would happen? Let's go ahead and hit the home button. As soon as you hit the home button, the Fire TV app starts up and you can see all your favorite apps for viewing shows or movies. If you were to hit the home button again, it will bring back this screen that stays on it 90% of the time. Now it goes without saying, if you're going to use a smart home capability with this device, you're going to use the Alexa app to set up all your automations and your smart devices, and this will provide a visual perspective and a visual way of interacting with those smart home devices. Whenever you get a device like this, the first thing that you want to test out is the speakers. So that's what I did. I got this device, I launched Netflix, and I started a movie. And it goes without saying that this does have some powerful speakers. So you can see on the back that it has a little grill on the back that has the little holes, and that's where the speakers are located. Now, from a mounting perspective, where do you want to mount this thing or place this thing? It is a personal preference, but for me, when I showed it to my wife, she was like, this might be best suited in the kitchen. So I placed it in the kitchen right next to the sugar and the stove, and you can see that it looks pretty good and pretty crisp, especially if you want to look at recipes and stuff while you're in the kitchen. Now you can also mount it on the wall, but the thing is it is a little thick. You can look at the thickness by comparing it to something like a microwave. It is going to have a little bit of depth to it, so it won't be completely flush with the wall, but other than that, it does a good job displaying at a good brightness. Now I will be doing a review of the Echo Show 10 versus the Echo Show 15, which is the 15-inch versus the 10-inch model, which is a smaller model and it rotates. So I'll put a link right here. You can watch it later on. The Echo Show 15 has a 5 megapixel camera, even though this camera is not a very high-end camera, but it does get the job done. You can go ahead and take selfies. You just have to ask Alexa, take a photo.
Swipe left for stickers.
There you go.
Saving to Amazon Photos.
So the easiest way to add a widget is to touch any widget and keep it pressed for 3 seconds. Now let's go to the widget gallery. Now in the widget gallery, you'll have the option to add many widgets. Now these widgets are still being developed, but you can see there are a ton of widgets that you can add for your personal liking. I personally like the commute widget, which has the maps feature built into it. And then I also like the personal productivity widgets. The Echo Show 15 does come with a metal bracket that you can use to mount it anywhere on the wall. So what I did for the purpose of this video is I have it mounted to a little monitor stand that I had available, and it was really easy to put on. So if you want to geek out and even attach it to a monitor stand and have it sitting right on the desk, you can do that. But the most preferable option would be to put it on a kitchen counter and you can watch your recipes and stuff from over there. So in my personal opinion, if the price is right, this is worth the buy. Other than that, it is a really good personal productivity tool and it can help you keep on track with your schedules and your to-do lists. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more content like this, please go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.